This is a juicy schedule for the 49ers. If they don't take advantage of this, shame on them, and heads will roll. I can promise you that. I'm calling it right now. 4-0 start. Welcome to Damon Bruce Plus, brought to you by Ike Sandwiches. And my friends, we finally have the frame that all of our puzzle pieces go into. You start picking up puzzle pieces in free agency. You go collect more puzzle pieces in the NFL draft. And now all those puzzle pieces, they got to fit in the frame that is the NFL schedule. We finally have it, and here we go. Congratulations to an awful lot of leakers who got an awful lot right here as we look at this upcoming schedule for the San Francisco 49ers in 2025. It does begin at Seattle. Now, I got to tell you, the 49ers are starting on the road for the fourth time in the last 5 years, so that's no big deal. I don't like opening with a division game, though. Division games are so valuable. I'd like to see you get your sea legs underneath you before you really have to hop on the boat and ride it. But okay, there it is. And it's going to be 2 in a row on the road to start the year, because the 49ers then go to New Orleans on week 2, September 14th. Week 3, their first home game to the Arizona Cardinals. So 2 of the first 3 games are against division rivals. Then week 4, September 28th against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is going to be a game that honestly gives the 49ers a real good chance to start this year 4-0. If they've got their sea legs underneath them at the beginning of the year, they can start this year 4-0. After that, it's a 4-day turnaround, and the first really huge game, if you don't mind me saying, for the Niners in 2025, week 5 against the Rams in Los Angeles on Thursday Night Football. Again, that is the first short turnaround, only 4 days, having played Jacksonville just the Sunday before. After that, at Tampa Bay, home to the Atlanta Falcons. That's a Sunday night football game. At Houston, at the New York Giants. There's a very good chance that in between those games, the 49ers could stay somewhere instead of coming all the way back to the West Coast. Then they're home to the Rams in week 10, week 11 at the Arizona Cardinals. And look, if you're looking for the meat of the entire year, that's it right there. The Rams to Rams portion of the schedule is one the 49ers need to do very well in. They do. At Los Angeles on Thursday night, at Tampa Bay, Atlanta, home, Sunday Night Football, at Houston, at New York, home to the Rams at Levi's Stadium. That is a huge chunk, maybe the toughest chunk of the season. A Monday Night Football game, week 12, November 24th against the Carolina Panthers, week 13 at the Cleveland Browns. So, by the way, that trip to Cleveland, probably don't want to be making it at the end of November. Bye week in week 14, a very late bye week for the 49ers, and that could either really work against them or for them. It depends on how their season and how their health unfolds, but a little rest for a team closer to the end of the year, if they're going to be playing at the end of the year, isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. You kind of want it more in the middle, but okay, week 14 it is. And then it's the final 4-game stretch of the season for the 49ers. Home to the Tennessee Titans on December 14th. December 22nd, a Monday Night Football game in Indianapolis against the Colts. December 28th, home, a Sunday Night Football game against the Chicago Bears. And then either January 3rd or 4th, so that will either be a full week's layoff or a 6-day layoff, depending on where the game actually falls, against the Seahawks. Final game of the year is at home against the Seattle Seahawks. 5 primetime games for the San Francisco 49ers. 5 primetime games. They are, once again, Thursday Night Football at the Rams, week 5. Sunday Night Football hosting the Falcons, week 7. Carolina Panthers, Monday Night Football, week 12. Monday Night Football, week 16 against the Colts. And December 28th, week 17, Sunday Night Football. 5 primetime games. So even though the 49ers might have been a last-place team and are going to enjoy a relatively, according to last year's win-loss totals, an easy schedule, we all know that the Niners are big business for the NFL. So 5 primetime games, not surprised by that at all. And the beautiful thing about the 49ers is they really don't play away games. They put so many fans in opposing stadiums that it's really hard to say that they're going to be beaten back by an overwhelming crowd. Maybe that'll be waiting for them, though. Week 1 in Seattle. We know Seahawks fans officially like to party. In terms of fans putting together their idea for a road trip, you want to go somewhere this year. Well, number one, with a bullet, that Week 2 game in New Orleans. That's the best game to go to this year if you're a 49ers fan. I honestly think that Tampa Bay game could be the second best trip to go to. Again, if bang for your buck means anything to you, you can have great food, great drinks, great entertainment, an awful lot of fun for half the price going to Tampa Bay as you would if you actually tried to shuffle off to New York City and spend an awful lot of money to get into MetLife Stadium, which I don't think you really want to do that. New York City is waiting for you whenever you want it. Again, Cleveland could have been fun. You can have a fun weekend in Cleveland, but that late in November, forget about it. Look, the Colts game, if you're thinking about going to the Midwest around late December, and you're a big college fan, there could be a really big college football game, a really big college basketball game somewhere, certainly within driving distance. So that might be something that you want to check out, double dip, if you will, depending on what my Hoosiers or Notre Dame schedule looks like, or, we could be talking football or basketball, to be honest with you. So a lot of interesting places and options to go to if you are a 49ers fan, but New Orleans, number one with a bullet. Look, I see this schedule, and you want to play wins and losses and wins and losses. I'm telling you, I see a 4-0 start for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, that is taking 2 road games right off the rip. So, Kyle Shanahan, you better get Brock Purdy signed. We're talking about puzzle pieces. The final puzzle piece here is getting Brock Purdy's contract extension wrapped up before OTAs begin and you hit the ground running and ready to go. A quick start is a huge part of this season's success. Hopefully they have it, because after hopefully the 49ers start 4-0, now, look, I'm going to say you're going to split with the Rams. With a Thursday night game in Los Angeles, I'm going to put it down for the first loss of the season. I'll even give them 2 in a row, and I'll say they'll lose at Tampa Bay, and you'll see an awful lot of the steam coming out of Niners fans' ears once they're 4-0. Oh, now they're 4-2. Falcons, Week 7, at home, Sunday Night Football. That's got to be a win. At Houston, that's a game that they can win. At the New York Giants, you better win that game. Home to the Rams, that's the one you put in the win column. So all of a sudden, 4-2 turns into 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2. At Arizona, let's just say you split with Arizona. You've already beaten them, so now we'll put you at 8-3. Carolina, 9-3. At Cleveland, hey, let's just say they lose at Cleveland. Shador, monster game. Let's say they lose there. So now you're 9-4. At the Colts, should be a win. You got a short turnaround against Chicago. Maybe that's a loss. I'm telling you. I see 11-6 on this schedule. I really do. What do you see for the San Francisco 49ers this upcoming season? Where would you go if you can hit a road game? And obviously New Orleans is such an obvious answer. Argue for something else if you think you can make a decent argument. But there you go. 5 primetime games. I don't see any massive rest disparity built in for the 49ers here on quick glance at the schedule. Again, a quick turnaround. Between December 22nd, December 28th, Monday night, Sunday night football, a couple of primetime games back-to-back, a 4-day turnaround from Jacksonville to the Rams between weeks 4 and 5 is the official first. That's the headache of the season, but there isn't another one really built in. This is a friendly schedule to the San Francisco 49ers with a friendly strength of schedule, and the sprinkles on top of all of it. Maybe not good news for you world travelers, but the Niners are not playing internationally. The 49ers are not playing on Christmas. The 49ers are not playing on Black Friday. The 49ers are not playing on Thanksgiving. I like it when they avoid holidays. That gives the team a little time to spend with family. I think that's important. It certainly gives Niners reporters, content creators, time to spend with family. It gives you time to spend with family without actually having football stress hanging over your holidays. This is a juicy schedule for the 49ers. If they don't take advantage of this, shame on them, and heads will roll. I can promise you that. This is the kind of situation where even with the bark being pulled off the tree last year, you better look really, really good again this year, fast, quickly. Hopefully that rebuilt defense is ready to go and hit the ground running. Again, 4-0. I'm calling it right now. 4-0 start. Get it done, San Francisco 49ers. Thank you so much for watching and be here all season long. That's why I need you to hit subscribe, hit notify for the videos, for the live streams. And I thank you so very, very much.